This is London calling in the overseas service of the British Broadcasting Corporation.
I have to tell you now that no such undertaking has been received, and that consequently this country is at war with Germany.
The pocket battleship, Graf Spee, which has been for many weeks preying upon the trade of the South Atlantic, and met her doom.
Mother dear, I'm writing you from somewhere in France, hoping this finds you well.
We shall fight in France. We shall fight on the seas and oceans. We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength in the air. We shall never surrender.
Hang up the washing on the Siegfried line, 'cause the washing day is here. Whether the weather may be where or fine, we'll just love along.
Das Oberkommando der Wehrmacht gibt bekannt. Ein im Atlantik operierender deutscher Flottenverband unter Führung des Flottenchefs Admiral Lütjen im Seegebiet um Island auf schwere englische Seestreitkräfte. Das Schlachtschiff Bismarck hat hierbei einen englischen Schlachtkreuzer, wahrscheinlich Hood, vernichtet.
The sinking of the Bismarck was due to the cooperation of the RAF with the Navy. And Rodney, which did some pretty work with her 16-inch guns.
Ah, this is not the end. It is not even the beginning of the end. But it is perhaps the end of the beginning. But the Japanese High Command had declared that a state of war existed with Great Britain and the United States.
The German Navy, so proudly built up by that smug strategical genius, the Führer, is slowly but surely being wiped out. Now the Scharnhorst, the 26,000-ton battleship, has gone to the bottom. A not unusual result of action against the Royal Navy.
Led by a powerful British escort, the main body of the surrendered Italian fleet is transferred from Malta to Alexandria.
Signed the act of unconditional surrender of all German land, sea, and air forces in Europe to the Allied Expeditionary Force.
Back across the China Sea for the last large-scale surrender at Hong Kong, where today warships of the Royal Navy ride at anchor in the harbor.
Well, hello and welcome back to the port. I'm the Gav Major, and this is the typical Friday night live stream in which I usually try to play World of Warships Legends, and hopefully we will be doing that today. Although I should probably pre-warn you, I had a bit of a headache after finishing work, and I pretty much had an hour's nap before live streaming. So be warned, the gameplay may be terrible this evening, but we're going to give it our best shot, I guess you could say, and hopefully we'll try and stay motivated for the next 2 hours. As always, the division is open, so if you want to be the silent support in the background, feel free to obviously shout it in the chat, and I can arrange some things and get you to play alongside if you so wish. I say hello to Jeff Dave, who is the sole member of the chat. Good to see you. And for now, obviously, things are just warming up, I guess you say. It's quite early. So we're going to start off with our first game in the Icarus, and we're going to hope that playing a ship that we're reasonably familiar with will hopefully allow us to get into the game, I guess you could say. Get into the mood. So we have a tier 5 in 6 game of domination on Greece, spawn on the right hand side, carrier game, enemy teams of Astraeus, Fubuki, Mass, Nuremberg, Leander in a division with Basurov, California, Tennessee, and Nagato. So it could be quite interesting. Being we spawn on the right, we will be playing the right objective, so we will be aiming to push up towards Charlie. We are just going to have to, obviously, it's a carrier game, so let's turn the anti-aircraft battery off. Actually, to be honest, it's a British destroyer, and it's a tier 5 British destroyer, so I think our AA range isn't that amazing. I think, yeah, 2 kilometers, and our detectability by air is 3.1, so basically anything. By the time our AA guns do start shooting, it's already too late. We're already spotted by the aircraft. So with British destroyers, especially the lower tier ones, you really don't have to worry about turning your AA off, unlike, say, some other nations. The California and the RDF's alright. Now, usually at the start of the game, you usually end up engaging destroyers, looking at the enemy team. I think it's the mass, which obviously potentially is the most threatening if it's a fully upgraded mass, because it will come with sonar range, which definitely outranges me. We've got the Nuremberg here, and also looking at the minimap, noting that the enemy aircraft carrier is playing the Alpha objective. Red Wilson, hello, here you go. I'll double the views. Oh, yeah. Number of viewers has increased by 100%. Right, okay, so we've got the California. Let's see, what's the enemy DD spotted? It's a mass. Okay, so that's the most threatening DD taken away. I don't know, I've lost visibility of what the other one was, unfortunately. Now, of course, the California does have usually generally very good torpedo protection, and she's nosing at the moment, so it's a little bit worthless putting torpedoes out, I think, at the moment. So I might just see if I can try and push it a bit further out. I mean, what's the cruiser coming in? I mean, it's probably ill-advised. So Pensacola is nosing up against that island. I am detected. It is the Fubuki. I would love to push the Fubuki, but I can't. I'm just going to use the smoke screen and turn away. I'm just going to use the mini-map. No, she didn't drop smoke. I will probably put my sonar on now, because British sonar, it does last a good while. I suspect the Fubuki might be trying to make a dash for that island. And be a bit risky putting out there, but some talks out for the Cali. 36 seconds till smoke, and the Cali's definitely closer, so the Fubuki pretty much kind of broke off. So let's see if we can just mosey ourselves into a bit of a position here. Enemy mass is killed, which is obviously helpful. Cali's going to dodge those torps. Nagato's possibly moving in. Oh, we've got one torp on the Cali. She is flooding. Good news. Now, I would probably love to try and get some fires on the Cali, but we can't take that risk at the moment just because I think we're the only ones spotting the enemy. Noting the RDF's now switched, so that's definitely the Fubuki up close. But with a Nagato pushing in, I'm not exactly keen on making a move on the Fubuki. Instead, what I'd rather do is just get myself into position to see if we can catch the Nagato off guard as he makes a push into Bravo. At least that's what I think he's going to do. Spotted here, that's the Fubuki round behind us. Not much we can do about that, but we can just drop off there, that's nice. 22 seconds. If the Nagato does a hard to starboard, then... No, she's not. Okay, she's actually turning in a rather strange way here. If I had to hedge my bets, I bet she turns back in. So I'm going to do a bit of a torpedo spread. Going that way. Anticipating the Nagato is going to turn in to the objective. I think we'll also just quickly pop a smoke here. And knowing that the Nagato is spotted, just take a little bit of an opportunistic movement to engage the Nagato. So he kind of flicked it in, but now he's flicking it back out, and he should be nice and broad to my torpedoes as they come in, which will be quite nice. Neptune's beard. Just going to break off south. I don't want to flex on there. Nice, okay. Can we flex on? Let's try and flex on the Fubuki. Oh, she's turning. Okie dokie. What I'm going to try and do, I'm going to try and get the island between me and the California. Because the California is very accurate. I know the Fubuki's at least loosed off a lot of her torpedoes. Okay, she's dropping smoke, so I'm going to have to push in now. Okay, she's gone. We're just going to stay nose in, just in case she did get one last volley of torps out, but I think we're clear. See if we can get a bit of an ambush going on to this California then. Hello Stuart, where? Hello, hello, hello. Increasing the number of viewers by 300%. Action Pumper, good day to you, sir. Hope all's well. California does seem to be running for her life. And enemy carrier seems to be cornered at the top there, so we should be alright. I don't think I'm going to get a torpedo. There we go. Well, that's all she wrote, chaps. So what we're going to do today, just because I've had a bit of a headache and I'm not feeling 100%, I'm just going to do a bit of a play, kind of whatever I'm feeling. That way I'm kind of sticking to what I know, therefore I can guarantee I'm actually should do reasonably well. And what I'll do is, on a win we'll go up a tier, and on a loss we'll go down a tier. And that way, hopefully things should balance out. Zukula Adventures, good day to you, sir. Long live the Mongolian Navy, and all who sail in her. Well, we just got the carrier all the way over there. This is where it would be, well, Not saying that this is what the carrier would do, but it would be nice to have a surrender button in the game where basically, well, maybe not a surrender, but a scuttle button. You could just do options and then scuttle, and that would just auto sink your ship. And then you could even introduce a thing where, so basically at the end of the game, if you go, there's no point, I'm just dragging it out, you could just hit scuttle. But also for AFK players and stuff, if a player is AFK for say 5 minutes or something, then there could be like an auto scuttle function as well. Oh, well, that's all. Long live the Mongolian Navy. There. Okay, so that's the Icarus. It's a DD I do like, and we've done reasonably well on it. So I'm not going to complain too much. We're going to go up a tier now, so let's go up to tier 6. Let's pick a tier 6 that we do like. I could stick to a destroyer, I do like destroyers, but we were talking quite a bit about Cheshire last game. So let's put on our brave face, and we'll take the Cheshire. Pensacola is not a bad ship. No, I'd have to agree with you. The only thing with the Pensacola is you just have to make sure you got range. But the Pensacola has no advantage to closing into the enemy. If you close into the enemy, you've got less reaction time to the incoming shells, you've got no torpedoes, and your turret traverse speed is pretty poor. Pensacola is definitely a ship you want to play in her upper range, kiting away. She's very nice at it, and furthermore, obviously, pre-plan your turrets. That turret traverse speed is so slow, you want to think about your engagements as much as possible, or pre-plan your engagements. Rightio, Cheshire game. Now we have an AA build, and of course there's no carriers. It's a tier 6 and 7 game. We have a Jervis, a Lightning, a Talon, a Boise, a Megami, a Gneisenau, a Lion or Leon, a Colorado, and a Tirpitz. No divisions, spawned in the centre. It's pretty much an even split with our team, so I'm going to go for the right flank because I am on the right side of the centre. So it means we'll be trying to support the Charlie objective, which has New Orleans, a Vacquelin, and the Colorado. Okay. I was going to say, I think the Vacquelin did hit the wrong thing there, because obviously, as a French destroyer, she has no smoke. Maybe what we might do, if this all goes pear-shaped and we end up knocking ourselves back down to tier 5, maybe we might give the Pensacola a spin. Because before British cruisers came to the game, I did play a lot of the Pensacola. Between the Pensacola and the Aoba, I preferred the Pensacola. Although probably nowadays I might prefer the Aoba. Okay, Vacquelin's kind of going in. So we haven't got a destroyer on this flank from the enemy team, which is interesting. Colorado and the New Orleans are both kind of kiting away. Enemy battleships are Gneisenau. So nice thing about the Cheshire is her main armoured belt. She can angle against 15-inch guns. So against ships like the Gneisenau, she can actually angle her armour scheme, which is quite nice. Talking about the armour scheme, looking at the enemy team, it's only really the Colorado on the enemy team with 16-inch guns, which can overmatch the Cheshire's armour. The other 3 enemy battleships all have 15-inch caliber or less main batteries, and therefore I can actually angle against them. Obviously, being broadside like this, I'm hoping I don't get spotted. We do have a Lightning, and the enemy team has played it quite far off, so what I might do... Oh, there's another battleship here, so I am going to have to turn away, which is going to put me at quite a risk. Vacquelin has definitely been put under a lot of pain. Okay, Tirpitz coming round. Just putting some torpedoes close to the island. I think the Vacquelin needs to get out of there, really. Got the Leon. Got the Tirpitz. Got the Gneisenau. Tirpitz definitely put the brakes on. Unfortunately, our Vakrin's pushed in quite hard, and the issue is the enemies come round here in a great big gaggle, and he's heavily outnumbered. Yeah, there he goes. Okay, the Tirpitz has got maybe a bit of a propulsion speed mod on it, because he's doing the kind of stop and start kind of play style. There we go, there's our first fire. Thankfully, the two enemy battleships do seem to be slightly distracted by the Colorado, which has gone hell for leather at them. There we go, fire on the Tirpitz, and we know she damaged gone to that. So now we can kind of focus on the guns now. Lions in range. We're going to try and switch our guns to our starboard side. And at this point in time, I think it'd probably be highly beneficial to actually drop off detectability if possible. Just because if we keep continuing engagement, we can't want to see the Lion actually does have range on us. So if we keep firing, we're just going to end up getting pinched into the corner. So we need to kind of get back over to the middle. Yeah, with shells coming in from multiple targets from multiple angles. The only thing we probably want to do is maybe I'll try and take some pressure off the New Orleans for a second. But we're going to get pinched in the middle by the Boise. Or maybe not, with the Boise gone. Am I leading those shells enough? Are they falling too far to the stern? There we go, fire on the Gneisenauer. Just got to watch ourselves with the Lion, which is about to make an appearance. Oh, and it's just me here. So yeah, we're just going to drop off that detectability. And what I'm hoping to do is maybe see if I can get myself... Actually, I could be a bit cheeky. I could use this island to angle against the Lion, turn in and re-engage the Gneisenau. If the Gneisenau continues on that trajectory, maybe we might be able to pick off the Bismarck. Or Tirpitz, I should say. We also have a cruiser coming in. There's the Tirpitz showing her hand. Oh no, we got a little bit too much going on here. Oh. Line's breaking off. Oh, we've got a Talon coming around here as well. Oh boy. Yeah, so we are in a very awkward spot. We do need to try and engage, it's just keeping an eye on our targets. Nope, gotta angle this. Okay. Steering should be back online, but I'm going to be broadside against the Talon, which is very risky. Any chance my detectability could drop off? Not quite enough. Which would generally imply there is a DD coming around. There's a fire on the turrets. Which he damage gone. Let's put our sonar on, because there is a Lightning out there which does have 10 kilometer torpedoes. Do what we can, but yeah, looks like we're going down it here.
The enemy is about to win.
Oh. Honestly, kind of surprised we're still alive. Well, let's get that heal. Would be nice just to get a fire, wouldn't it? There we go. 2 fires. That might be the Gneisenhower. That's probably going to be us. Oh no, the Gneisenhower did damage con that. Yeah, that's going to be us. Let's just kick out for one last volley. No. So Charles Madden. No, good now. It's just for the song play. I'd have to see if I can find a copyright free version in the future. Stuart Ware, is the Cheshire a good ship? It looks good. She's not the most easy. She's not an easy cruiser. She's very particular, I guess you could say. She's not necessarily a strong ship. She's more of a force multiplier. She's not strong on her own. She has 9.2-inch guns, but you've only got 6 of them. Very slow rate of fire. So generally, you're not going to be getting very high damage. She's got good armor, but her rudder's a bit so you really have to focus on rudder with her. She's very much a nice little kiter. She does have quite a good AA build. Something if you can kind of, if you do end up in games where you can almost guarantee aircraft carriers, she can be very good at swatting down planes, wiping out entire squadrons, especially against tier 5 carriers. So, if you're a carrier player, when you see a Cheshire, you give it a wide berth because it's not worth going anywhere near. but yeah, like she's not going to be getting you very strong games, I guess you could say. Probably a ship definitely for the experience and people who have kind of like invested in their commanders, I guess you could say. It's all good. Too bad it's not from a country with a seafaring nation. Major, is tier 8 ultimately compromised as they must be inferior to legendary tier performance? What incentive is there to spend 35 million on a lesser ship when I have already own the legendary tier ship? Or what am I missing? I know what you mean. Because this is the thing, like, by having legendary tier as the tier that comes out via the bureau, the end game comes out through not playing the game, which it seems really kind of counterintuitive. Like, why is legendary tier locked behind the bureau? Why is the top tier, the end game of the game, locked behind a system where you don't actually need to play the game? You just need to let things tick over. In fact, you could probably boost like half of it with doubloons. So, yeah. So legendary tier is, I think, heavily questionable. The same with steel. Steel's heavily questionable. So, tier 8, I'm not excited in any way. Honestly, I couldn't care less. Reading the dev blog post regarding tier 8, there's absolutely no incentive for me to even play tier 7 next patch. The reason being is tier 7 is going to be up tiered against tier 8 and legendary tier. I mean, doesn't that sound fun, chaps? Do you want to go into a game where you're going to be double up tiered? Oh, I hope you like punishment. I hope you're a glutton for punishment. So yeah, I'm going to be giving tier 7 a wide berth next patch. And honestly, I'm like, if you're hoping for tier 8 ship reviews on this channel, I'm going to tell you, you're going to be disappointed. I'm not going to review any of those tier 8 ships because I have no incentive. Well, I have no enthusiasm for them. Maybe when the Royal Navy tier 8 ships come to the game, I probably will review them because obviously there's a personal interest. But in regards to the development of the game and stuff, I don't really see what tier 8 achieves, and I don't really see why we need tier 8. Because pretty much tier 8 is going to be the fantasy ship league almost as well. Okay, right, the rant over. Sorry, chaps. Right. Enemy team, we have a tier 4 and 5 game. We have an Acasta Königsberg Gangut division. A nice balanced division. Not going to complain there. A Fubuki. We also have a Furutaka, a Pensacola, an Ismail, a Bayern, and a New Mexico. No carrier. It's Domination of Sea of Fortune. It's obviously the slightly smaller map of Sea of Fortune. We're going to flick it out to the left side here. Reason being is, if I move to the centre, obviously Pensacola doesn't have an amazing armour scheme, so if I move over to the centre, I could get fired on from a couple of different angles. So I'm going to go over to the left side. The reason being is it means I can kind of micromanage those angles a little bit. So, interesting thing about the Pensacola, I guess you could say. So as you can see, can we lock the guns? Let's do that. I can't remember the controls now. It's bad. We lock the guns and we spin the camera around. You can see that B turret and X turret are triple barrel guns, while A turret and Y turret are twin barrel guns. And there's a reason behind this. Basically, the Americans were trying to squeeze the displacement of this class of cruiser down as much as possible. So what they did was they made the hull of the ship as short as possible, but obviously they still had to kind of fit everything in. And so what that meant is where they wanted to locate Y and A turret, the width of the hull wasn't sufficient enough to have triple barrel turrets. Obviously with an extra gun you need the extra width. So that's why A and Y turrets are dual gun turrets, is because of the narrowness of the hull, especially, well, basically, yeah, pretty much narrowness of the hull in order to make the turret fit. Whereas obviously they wanted to try and maximise firepower as much as possible. So that is why X turret and B turret are triple gun turrets, because they had the width of the hull and they had the displacement and they wanted to make it all fit. Now, let's talk about another situation. Let's take the King George V class battleships. So the King George V class battleships are obviously armed with 14-inch guns. One of the interesting things that you probably note when you look at the King George V class is that B turret is a dual gun turret, whereas A turret is a quad gun turret. Now, the reason for this was, again, for displacement, but for completely different reasons. So in this case, they couldn't, in order to get the number of guns they wanted, but also to get the displacement they wanted, they had to make B turret only a dual gun turret, and the reason being is obviously because it's a super firing turret and it's mounted on a barbette. That barbette is armoured, and obviously what they wanted to avoid or wanted to reduce was the amount of armour elevating up, because obviously the more weight you have higher up, the more unstable your ship is, I guess you could say, and furthermore, obviously, it increases obviously the centre of gravity and things like that. So by having the turret up high, it obviously adds more weight, and so what they did was they also went for a twin, because obviously it's smaller and itself has less weight, so it's less weight being focused up high on the ship. Now let's take the mains, the new American Tier 8 battleship coming to the game, which has, very much like the Pensacola, this kind of lower twin gun arrangement and higher triple gun arrangement. For no apparent reason. And this is where you end up with things, this is why I call it a fantasy tier, because there's no apparent reason for it. For the Pensacola, it makes sense. It was to try and reduce displacement, and it was to do with the shortness of the hull, causing the narrowness of the hull at those locations. Then we have the King George V class, again it's about displacement, but it's because obviously they do want to have those turrets high up. And then we have mains, which for no apparent reason is based in the Montana, which is a ship which was basically breaking. Well, the treaties had kind of been thrown out at that point because of the all-out war, I guess you could say. So we have a ship which is not having to abide to treaties for some reason, not having all triple guns, which, in my mind, is what you would do. There we go, we got rid of the Furutaka. So we're going to have to slip through these gaps here, and then we'll swing around and see what we can do. Because it looks like, yeah, a lot of our support vessels have unfortunately been sunk. All our destroyers are sunken, I'm the only cruiser left. And we'll just dodge these torpedoes at fun. Stuart, I really fancy getting the Prince Eugen. That's a fair choice. The Hipper is a very good ship. Although I think the Hipper has received a buff, and obviously that buff has yet to be translated over to the Prince Eugen. However, it doesn't mean that the Prince Eugen won't get that buff. It just means that that buff is probably waiting in the wings. Oh, the Pensacola. I need visibility on that Pensacola. Neptune's Beard. Oh well. Okay, what's this? A Ganger. Now obviously we have no torpedoes, so there's absolutely no advantage for me closing in on the Ganger. I've just got to be very cautious of all those battleships. Oh, pardon me. We'll loose that volley of AP, and then we'll switch to some. Oh, there she goes. Very nice. New Mexico's there. Now let's launch our aircraft and maybe see what kind of visibility we can get. Okay, we're getting some spotting with our aircraft. We're seeing a lot of battleships which have a lot of HP left, which is rather unfortunate. However, the Konigsberg's quite weak, so I think the Konigsberg's going to end up being a meal for later, unfortunately. And the reason being is she is heavily protected at the moment by the advancing battleships. Maybe see if we can sneak some shells through. Jeff, if you're up for a division, I am. I think I've divisioned up with you before. Okay, well, give me a polite reminder after this game, and I'll make yourself looking for a division, and I should be able to, fingers crossed, pick you up. Yeah, the enemy team's about to win because we have battleships which have really done some strange things. I think we're going to be going down to tier 4, chaps, and I don't think it's going to be any of our own fault, unfortunately. Ooh, now that I have to try and take advantage of. I'm going to switch to AP because I think I have a hunch that Konigsberg is slightly inexperienced. Unfortunately, the reload is a little bit painful, but we'll try and line this up and hope for the best. Ah, Neptune's beard. So there's the ganker, which I was kind of expecting. I'm going to have to just try and angle this. Just going to use our rudder. Just got to watch the mini-map as well, because I do have this island. Here's hoping the Bayern is going to be slightly distracted. So I'm going to have to show broadside to the Bayern and hope that I get away with it. No, I can't target the Fubuki. She's a little bit too nippy at the moment. Neptune's beard, this is going to hurt. I think we should be clear. But yeah, we're going to be pinned against the edge of the map in a ship with not a lot of armour. We will fight on. All is not lost. Now things are probably lost. We're kind of going to be hoping on German dispersion being absolutely god-awful here. Unfortunately, then German dispersion is pretty bad. Oh, this is going to be end, chaps. Cheerio. Can we get just a little bit more damage from the Bayern, maybe? There we go. Hello, Sniper Patch. Hello, sir. What build do you use in the Pensacola? Yeah, I'll bring it up. And then I'll pick up Jeff if you're still available. What tier 8 premiumship do you think Wargaming will bring to the game in the near future? And Nelson, please. We'll try and do a Nelson game if we can get ourselves up to tier 6. We have done it once so far this stream. Unfortunately, we are going to be going down to tier 4. But yeah. So 1,300 on the losing team, which, yeah, which should probably put me in quite a decent position on the enemy team. In regards to command build, I'm not even gonna say it. I don't even know. What am I doing here? I've got an AA build on here, an AA build in rotor shift, but if I was gonna, there's a lot of pay. I guess you could say there's a lot of pay to win there. But I think if you didn't have that, my recommendation, Kincaid. To be honest, I think Kincaid might be set up. Yeah, so I'd probably use Kincaid. So this would be the commander build I'd probably use if I didn't have pay to win commanders. I guess you could say. Admittedly, the only reason why I've got that build, the other build, I think, is mostly for AA. So obviously ingenious, full speed ahead, Federation steer clear, fully packed. Your inspirations you could mix up a little bit. You could do maybe Kuznetsov and Mikowa. That would might be a temptation. The reason being is you'll be pushing out your range with Kuznetsov and bringing in your concealment with Mikowa. Alternatively, for here I've gone for a speed build. To be honest, I'm quite tempted. I'm quite tempted maybe to put that one back on actually. So you could do a speed build using Bruce Fraser and Von Muller. Alternatively, maybe you could try and do something about the reload speed and about that turret speed. So this is where maybe Madden as an inspiration could be a good one. But I think definitely when it comes to the commanders base traits, this kind of like rudder shift, a bit of utility, a bit mostly defense and maneuverability. And then when it comes to inspiration, there's a couple of different arrangements, I guess you say. Anyway, let's see if we can pick up Jeff Day. So we'll pop into the gaming office, I guess you could say, and we'll redeem the pointless crate. Oh, it's a commander crate. Is it useful? Luigi. No, not from Smash Bros. Right, yeah. Let's see if we can pick up Jeff Dave. There we go. I am most certain that I've gamed with you before, sir. Oh, madam. No, never know. Thanks so much. Good afternoon and good evening. Good afternoon, good evening to you, sir. I hope things are well. Well, I had a bit of a headache and a bit of a rough day at work, I guess you could say. And so I pretty much went to bed when I got in from work and woke up 15 minutes before the live stream. So it was a bit of a rush. Now, I despise British ships at tier 4. So I'm just going to have a look at tier 4 and see what else I've got kicking around that I like. Let's go for a Furutaka. Yes, once before. There we go. Yeah. I thought the name looked familiar. There we are. It's a Furutaka. It honestly... it's flying one of the correct flags. Yeah, so it's a Furutaka is a bit of a nice ship. I do play it quite a lot when it comes to ranked and even arena. Yeah, we're good to go. Let's go. Action pumper, double up tiered. Oh joy, exactly. That's my thinking. It's like. Basically, for the next patch, tier 7 ships are going to be automatically up-tiered. Also, if you don't like aircraft carriers, in future, until they introduce a legendary tier aircraft carrier, but probably after they return the matchmaking, legendary tier is going to be the place to go. Pardon me. Let's see, we're nearly halfway through the live stream. I should do the usual obligatory YouTube shilling. If you are enjoying this live stream, feel free to give it a thumbs up, and obviously if you enjoy this kind of content, feel free to subscribe. And obviously I think it's a thing I have at the moment, it like you have to be a subscriber to comment in the chat, so at least I think I have that set in. The reason being is we did have some rather peculiar bots, I should say, posted in the chat. Right, we will do the shipping forecast. We're just going to get our ship onto a reasonable bearing, I guess you could say, before we decide to look at the map. Right, let's see what we're in. So we're in a tier 3 and 4 game. We have a Xingyang, a Visby, a Farragut, Furutaka, Iron Duke division. We also have a Collinsburg, a South Carolina, and a part of Leakey. Now, I'm pretty certain that Furutaka can angle against all battleship main battery weapons. Pixel mode, that's fine. I rarely leave tier 5 to tier 6 anyways these days. Exactly, I'm in the same position. It's one of the reasons that when it comes to tier 8, I actually don't have I think I don't have any ships in a suitable position to actually then acquire a tier 8 ship. The reason being is I play tier 7 so little because it's so fun. It's the best way to put it. I think like one CC said, tier 7, it's no, legendary tier is where fun goes to die. South Carolina, also coming in fire from Abyssby as well. It could be a bit risky to angle in, but I think we might just take that risk. We also have another Furutaka here. Okay, we're getting a bit of a hit on the Abyssby. Can we get another hit? It's going to be a bit risky, but we're risky for Abyssby. There we go. Yeah, you couldn't write it, honestly. I hope you're enjoying the top tier jokes. Let's get the aircraft launched because I want to have some visibility on that South Carolina. And we're also going to see. Well, I'm just going to quickly put the brakes on. I'm going to see if I can finish off the Abyssby. I think she's just about going to stop. Will my shells make it? Yes. Right, we are going to turn it around now. The reason being is we have a lot of enemy focus right here. We have another Abyssby. Can we... of course, the joys with the Furutaka is the main battery traverse is pretty horrendous. But then again, that's what you pay for having 8-inch guns at this tier. Can we get the torpedoes away in time? Loose. Get our guns over to our other side. I probably could flex on the South Carolina quite easy. I'm just concerned about the Iron Duke and the Python Leaky pinning me against the edge of the map. Losing engine for 58 seconds. We will have to damage control that. Oh, hello there. We have a Abyssby. I'm sorry, Jeff. I don't think I'm going to be able to help you out of that one. You're in a rather precarious situation there, sir. I can get... Oh, nice. Okay, we got to the South Carolina. I'm going to do a volley on the Iron Duke. Deep water torpedoes. We got a Shenyang here as well. Okay. Can we get the Abyssby? Come on, come on. Her engines are knocked out, making her a dead duck. And she is bravely firing her guns to the last. Let's get her wrapped off. Okay, we got torpedoes inbound. Ah, good. Right. Okay, right. We're gonna try and push in and see if we can support Jeff down. We've got rid of the Abyssby. But, oh boy, we have everything and anything from the enemy team here. So just kick it out because we want that turret traverse. Come on. Come on. There she goes. Now, Farragut breaking off to the rear. Let's get our guns off to the side. Neptune's beard. They have really focused this flank. You did what you could, Jeff. I'm going to give you that. Because that is not a situation. No, that was not pretty at all. Oh, we're going to take a big risk here. Let's go for it. Let's go. Loose torpedoes. We probably could... Oh, thank God he's got only HE loaded. We don't need that rudder right now. Right. Go, budget torpedoes. Let's just chuck those out there, just in case she turns in, but now that's caught us off guard. Let's hope and pray. It's looking good. And she's got to flick her tail around him, I think. Yeah. Well, unfortunately. Oh, God, are we going to be going down to tier 3? Ouch, yes, definitely, Jeff. Rightio. I think we can safely assume that is going to be a loss. Let's go down a tier. What's at tier 3? Is there anything I like at tier 3? Oh, these are big questions, he says. Bellerophon's always a bit of a laugh. Let's go for it. I must remember to use my soundboard at some point. I always forget. Just got to stretch my leg. So we're reporting from sunny England, I guess you could say. It's a bit hot at the moment here in the UK. It's going to be even hotter the next couple of days. We're scheduled to be hitting somewhere in the region of 38 degrees centigrade on Monday. Going to be one hot and bothered major, I'm going to give you that. Let's see, so we've not had to go all the way down to tier 3. We'll not have much success tonight, unfortunately. Islav, T-22, Marblehead, Izuchi, South Carolina, Nikolai the First, New York Hermes. Right, guns, starboard side. Let's see what we can do in this one. Lots of battleships, they always usually are though. What are we looking at then? Look at New York. Three enemy battleships have been spotted on the far flank, so that means there's only 2 here, which is New York and Izuchi. I'm just going to push it nice out to the flank, and then we might engage New York from here. It's going to be... I'm going to be honest. I'm looking at the minimap, and I don't have a lot of hope for our team. Our right flank has pretty much vacated Charlie. They have no interest in Charlie. Our left flank, it's only been me and Jeff who've pushed up, and we find ourselves isolated in a bit of a pickle. I'm not going to lie, chaps, I think we're going to be playing tier 2 very shortly. However, press on regardless is what they would say. Although, maybe it would be nice to kill the Marblehead. Only a single overpen.
All stations, reporting the position of a strategic target. All stations, requesting...
It looks like a very kitey Marblehead. I'm going to give him that. Too aggressive against an enemy which is over aggressive as well. At this point, Major, maybe it's just best to loop round into tier 7 after another game. Maybe.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Well, we'll see what Jeff can do. But the tier scene, we seem to be in a bit of a situation where nice hit from the Nevada there. I'm going to give him that. Go on, Jeff, you can carry us. It gives me a chance to sit back, relax, and have a nice sip of my Fanta. Ooh. It's going to be a hard one to say whether that's going to be a win or a loss. So maybe let's just break up. Let's go and maybe jump up to tier 6. Let's see, where did we get to? How did the last game go? Furutaka was a loss. I guess you can say we did what we could. We'll jump back up to tier 4 maybe. Let's just assume the tier 3 was a win. Let's get the Acasta out for a spin. Those cheeky torpedoes from the Marblehead, yeah, they do have very short detection range. For me, the Marblehead is definitely a ship I love to hate. Acasta, I do like her. Don't play her often. Ooh, USS Hill. Nice choice. Well, we are now halfway through, which is quite nice. We'll just have a quick check and see if there's any news. No, the only news is obviously the Japanese flag bundle. Well, the flag mission, which is in the store. That's the only news. So, Northern Waters domination. Tier 3 and 4 game. Azokas, Visby, Subaratsu, Furutaka, Omaha and Division of Rhine, Kaiser, Wyoming, Iron Duke, spawning on the left flank. There is a carrier, but we are going to try and play the Charlie objective. Let's go for it. I suspect, wow, will we have the carrier on this flank or not? It's going to be hard to tell. as per the Icarus game earlier, no point turning the anti-aircraft off on the Acasta. By the time the enemy's in AA range, it's already too late. You'll be spotted. Reason being is that the Acasta's AA complement simply consists of Vickers machine guns, which are not the most effective anti-aircraft capability. Looks like the enemy aircraft carrier is leaving us alone, which is rather, I guess, a surprise, I must say. Omaha. Was there a division on the enemy team? Yes, Omaha and division with the Rhine, so we have to bear that in mind. Also, let's take a look at the minimap and see that we have no support. So this is definitely going to be changing from an aggressive engagement to a passive engagement very quickly. The reason being is 2 destroyers are not going to exactly be winning a gunfight against a cruiser and a battleship. Especially with an aircraft carrier in support. This is not favourable. So maybe we might see if we can cut across the centre. I think we're just going to have to concede this flank, unfortunately, because we just don't have the heavy support that we would so desire. What was the destroyer? Icarus. No, obviously, if the Icarus was clever, he would drop a smoke screen. I need to get guns round onto him as quickly as possible. Just going to turn our AA off and see if we can assist. Oh wait, we actually turned our AA off. Forgot about the AA. The Icarus is not. It's a bit risky for us to try and engage the Icarus. We'll try it. I think we're going to try and fight valiantly for this, but the Omaha's very dangerous. Taking a risk here. Come on. We do have torpedoes.
Torpedoes to starboard. Torpedoes to starboard. Torpedoes astern.
Nah. Oh. Well, I managed to slow him down cabinet. Come on, hello, hello. Evening, Griff. Pardon my absence, I was working till 6:30. No, that's perfectly fine, it's perfectly fine. But yeah, I get you there, Crib. It has been a very long week, and it has, at least for me, it has dragged out very much. It's going to be a hard one to call. We'll leave Jeff in the hill, who's doing all... Looks like he's doing all right. Looks like our team is partially going over here. This is a little bit weird. Not quite sure what these two are trying to achieve. The Kuma seems to be trying to provide moral support for the Langley, I guess you could say. There's the Omaha. Let's see what's going on over here. We do have torps in the water from the Visby. We do have the range. He just needs one more hit. Will he get it? Looks like he will. Nice. Right, let's jump over here. Let's see what's going on. Bam, we're going to go back to Jeff. Here's Jeff. He's got the carrier on his right. At least the aircraft coming in. But he's going for the defender weapons. Nice play. Nice play. The Kuma's moral support for the Langley has come to an end, unfortunately. The Langley has found himself in a very awkward position. The Langley is not the fastest in the world. Langley's going for torpedoes on the Iron Duke, and it looks like it's going to get one. The Omaha is definitely very weak. And here come the shells from Jeff as he skits through the torpedoes. I think he took one though. Ooh. Not a lot of HP left now. But he might get the... Ooh, nearly. Unfortunately, the secondary's finishing off Jeff. Ooh, this is going to be a hard one to really call. Let's see what's going on with our Visby. Our Visby's definitely going after the Rhine. We have the cap advantage again. I think we've been able to maintain the cap advantage. New York is well out of the fight at the moment. I think the Rhine is responding to those torpedoes. Oh well, let's just bump it up a tier anyway. How's the grind going for tier 8, guys? Of course, if you're interested, I think honestly, my personal interest is very low for it. Let's take out the Grand Old Lady, and then we'll bump up to the Nelson. But yeah. I don't have positive opinions on tier 8, and well, as some say, if you haven't got anything nice to say, keep it to yourself. Major opinions on Collingwood. I actually did. This is amusing. Before you sent me that Armada video, I did actually watch it myself, or like earlier in the day. Yeah, no, does look interesting. I do like the concept behind it. I do like the way they have kind of done a bit of like background story work to it, as to like why it is as it is. It could be an interesting addition to the game. It would be a tier 6, I think, over here on World Warships Legends if she did come to the game. But yeah, on the idea of a Nelson with 16.5-inch guns does seem quite tempting. Might give Summer a shot, but that's going to be a long way off. You have to remember the Summer is basically just a gearing. To be honest, I bet they've put absolutely no effort into the Summer, and all they've done is they've just taken the gearing model and they've just given it slightly worse torpedoes. Because it's wargaming. They're lazy. They do things like this. I bet that's what they've done. Ismail, ooh, okay. Oh, don't turn, she's turning away. Don't do that, Ismail. Show us your delicious broadside. That is so unfair. I'd like to file a complaint. Anyway, enemy team. We are looking at a Guidia, Japan, Mahan, Oklahoma, and Ismail. A Bayern, an Arizona, a New Mexico, and there was a Dallas, but it's already gone, which is slightly concerning, but it is a battleship heavy game. It's the kind of games and the kind of tier where as a cruiser you make one fatal mistake and that's your game, unfortunately, especially when there's battleship heavy numbers. We're already going to be starting to set a priority for our secondary battery. Oh boy. Could be a quick game, chaps. So, I'm going to wait. Oh, okay. Usually with Destroyer, you wait until they offer you a nice broad target, but before they can flip their torpedoes out, then you slam them with HE. However, in this case, we didn't even get to that stage. We are going to switch our guns. Let's get our guns switched. We have a fire. We're not too concerned. Now, Warspite does have normal AP, but I'm going to aim on the mid-bow just because the dispersion can be just a little bit pants at times. Because if I aim too low, I'll get some dropping short and some hitting the target. If I aim mid-bow, I'm hoping that generally the dispersion will give me a couple a bit high on the ship and a couple a bit low. That's Y turret that's knocked out, which isn't too bad, although it is one of the turrets that does give us a slightly more advantageous angle. Get rid of X turret. Not going to complain. Going to damage Khan, and we're just going to try and flick the rudder just a little bit. Nice thing at the moment I'm liking is I've got two destroyers up here with me, providing a nice screen and a nice bit of spotting potential, which is quite nice. Big Smoke, I understand that, but I just like the historical significance of the ship for USS Laffey. I want to say Laffery, maybe. I'm going to apologise now before you tell me I said it wrong, because I know I said it wrong. But yeah, no, I think. It's very much like myself. I don't really care for Tier 8, but you kind of know that when the Royal Navy Tier 8s come to the game, I'm going to be all over them. and that's the plan. So although obviously we don't have Royal Navy Tier 8 ships coming to the game, I'm going to do my darn hardest to make sure that I'm ready for them. So means as soon as they do drop, I can get them all purchased, all maxed out straight away, which hopefully should maybe lead to some nice reviews, I'd hope. Right, we are going to have to take a very quick break after this game. The call of nature is unfortunately upon us. I've been drinking a lot of fluids, and that's mostly just due to the heat here in the UK. Good evening, Vans Vegas. Good evening, good evening. Well, Kriv, my personal interest is the Suyas and the Donskoy. Also, Rune is offering a different playstyle. I wonder how they will balance Izuma as the first Tetri Nelson style ship. Good queries, guys. Good morning, IJN Izuma. Good morning, all the way from the other side of the world. I've seen those torpedoes. What are they coming from? They're coming from Japan, so they should run out of steam, I hope, before they get to me. We are seeing a broadside being offered by the Bayern. I'm not going to complain. I am now getting a little bit cautious about these torpedoes, which don't seem to be stopping. And there we go, now they stop. Ooh. And that just leaves an Ismail. But nearly 9 PM for you, Major. Just quadruple checking. Yeah, confirmed. So yes, me and Vaz are planning on doing Whiskey and Warships. We've got it penciled in, I guess you could say. It's just it might be a little subject to change. I'll have to double confirm with you, Vaz. But yes, it should all go ahead. So it'll be about an hour and a half live stream, just me and Vaz doing a collab. Fingers crossed, I turned my microphone on this time. That was rather embarrassing. Last time we did a collab, for the first 20 minutes, I didn't unmute my microphone, and so you could only hear Vaz. For some people, that might have been a blessing. Okay, there's the broadside of the Ismail. There's a lovely juicy sister, a lovely jubbly. We're going to make that our primary target for our secondaries. But I think the Ismail's... We're going to turn on the main battery reload boost. The second enhanced secondaries. There we go. Okay. Right. I am, like I said, going to have to take a very quick break. We'll take a look at the scoreboard, and then I'll pop you into the B right back screen. Or do you want the advert? I could give it the advert. I should be reasonably quick. Okie dokie. Yes. So there's a campaign going on. We know that. Okay, second place. Not going to complain. I think it was just down to the flank on that one. Rightio. We're going to go up to tier 6. We are going to get the Nelson ready. Because it was requested by Sniper Patch. Yep. And then I'm going to quickly pop you into the game desk. Mute the microphone and I'll give you the advert.
The Royal Navy keeps the Hun on the run wherever he may be found, battling the Bosch on the Seven Seas. We have the ships, but we need commanders. Commanders like Major Mallory Gowding, a cavalry officer of the last war who has exchanged his trusty steed for a ship of the line. Speed and Power is the name of the game, furthermore also featuring a unique voiceover of your favourite Brit.
Tally ho and let's go. Best of luck, chaps. Engine room, make smoke.
It's not just destroyers, the Major's a dab hand at light cruisers too.
1 down, 8 to go. Switching to priority target. Good show. Jolly good show.
Your British CC commander will never be available in World of Warships Legends.
Okay, we're a little bit longer than anticipated. Oh well. Right, let's get the Nelson launched. There we go. Ronnie Jane, hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon. Maybe, I don't know. I might have got that wrong. Do apologise. That's no worries, Major. Tomorrow's my stream day either way. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. I'll ping you a message as soon as I know that I'm good. I'm good to go, I guess you could say. But I might hold off just because obviously I've not been feeling 100% after work, so I'm hoping I don't fall ill. I kind of had a bit of a tingly throat, and obviously I'm starting to ache a little bit, which is definitely not a good sign. If my joints start to ache, that usually means I've got a bit of a cold. And then last but not least, yeah, I've had a bit of a headache all day, so fingers crossed I don't fall ill, but I'm holding out. Tier 5 and 6 in. We have a Gajimada, a Mass, a Kid in division with a Battle Pass and a Surov. Also a Dallas, New Mexico, Canada, now in North Carolina. Let's load up that HE. Right, Jane, I found that video was so disturbing. Oh, wait, I'm gonna have to. Oh, the Queen rocking out. Yeah. One of my moderators posted it into the moderators Discord I've got, saying, "Major, could this be a new intro for your channel or your streams?" And then another moderator said he was half expecting the Queen to look up and it be my face. Which, although amusing, is also slightly disturbing. Oh. Just all, you're always more than welcome to join in. Major share as a natural. Oh, okay, Gajimada. Looks like nothing. Yay. Okay, we will turn it back in. Nelson just doesn't like pushing in too aggressively at the start, just because of her armour scheme. Yeah, we've got the division on the right flank. Oh, the Gaj managers have been a very slippery customer. We're going to keep trying though, because it's the enemy destroyer. We have to.
Enemy cruiser detected.
Just got to blind fire that and hope for the best. I think we're going to put this thing into reverse. We finally hit something with no damage.
Fire.
Oh, Neptune's beard.
Enemy
I think our carrier's AFK. Because I'm not seeing any of our friendly aircraft. This is slightly... I should be able to punch from the nose. I think I'm going to get punched in the nose though. Because there's always one thing worth remembering is obviously the noses of the tier 6 battleships can't resist 15-inch guns. Oh, she's really scraping against the island. This is a horrible situation. Come on, chaps. Pray to RNG. No, not enough. Like, so many enemy ships are just on a smidge of health. Nice. You're next, Belfast. We better have a rudder shift build. about now? Right, you're next, New Mexico. Nice.
We destroyed an enemy battleship. Fire.
Waiting to get torpedoed. Could be good fun. Evasive maneuvers are probably worth considering. Hello there. Can we interest you in some 16-inch armor-piercing shells, sir? They are delicious. They are very good for you. Perfect for the digestive tract. Nice.
We sank their battleship.
And there's the torpedoes. We should, fingers crossed. Much obliged. Right, we're going to switch to HE. What's the carrier? So off. Let's get this turned in order to dodge those planes. Dodging some more torpedoes. Hello, sir. Quickly, go on, guns, guns, guns. Come on, come on, come on. Right, expect evasive maneuvers. Lots of damage, but not enough. Torpedoes inbound. Let's get this turned. Ah, Neptune's beard. Yeah, it's not gonna be enough. We done what we could. Commander with longer AP fuse base trait would be a big help for some Royal Navy battleships. Yeah, no, you could see that. New wave of historical commanders would be nice with the release of Tier 8. Yeah, that would be nice to get some more historical commanders in the game. However, they can't make money out of that, I bet. The promotion orders are really starting to pile up, yeah, I bet. I'm equivalent 400 plus and still counting. And you give his leg for some kind of dispersion on my Nelson. I need my hands to play. Oh, give his leg for this kind of dispersion on his Nelson. Oh, well, yeah. I couldn't. Not much we could really do. But, you know, I'm not going to complain. That was a very nice game with the Nelson. What are we? We've got about half an hour left of the stream. Let's do a tier 7. Let's give ourselves some punishment. I don't need to do Albemarle because I've already got enough XP. I don't need to do Lightning because I already have enough XP. I've already got enough XP in Edinburgh. I don't already have enough XP in Vanguard. Ooh, we're all set for the British chaps when Tier 8 arrives. We don't need to play the Implacable. What can we do? Let's do Vanguard. Have I got the least XP in Vanguard? I think only just. No, I've actually got the least XP in Albemarle. Let's do Albemarle then. Ooh, Brandenburg. Yeah, we need 300 XP for to get the tier 8s, and we've got enough in all the British ships. Yeah, when it comes to the forthcoming nations, not a single one. The closest I've got, I think, is the Hipper, the Baltimore, and the Z23. I think that's right. They're all about 250 XP, which I don't think is enough. No, Albemarle game. Capture the base on Warrior's Path. Tashkent Z23 Iowa Division. It's also a Tier 7 legendary tier game. We have a Belfast, a Minotaur, Roman, Iowa, Yamato, and a Conqueror. Yay! Sure, try that build for speed build for Pensacola, and it's good. Well, the advantage of speed is obviously it means that say it takes 20 seconds for the shells from the enemy ship to come in. In those 20 seconds, you travel further. By traveling, if you then stick your rudder in, what you'll find is that you'll turn more of your turning circle during that say 20 seconds, which means that you basically move a lot more from where you would have been, and therefore means that the chances of the enemy missing obviously goes up. So it's speed. I know some people like to shout about going for rudder shift, and rudder shift is a good thing to go for. However, speed also, I think, goes hand in hand with rudder shift. So whatever you can do for rudder shift and speed, both will assist in the maneuverability and of your ship, and the ability of your ship to dodge incoming shells should you have sufficient reaction time. So obviously with the Pensacola, you want to stay at range. If I can unlock 3 ships for the next first 4 nations, the second wave, by the way, 12 out of 12. Yeah, this is the thing. Wargaming are unfortunately pushing the nations. I don't have much of a. I play the ships, yes, on the occasion, but most of them I don't really touch too much. Okay, spotted. We've got no intelligence at the moment. No, I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about the game. Conqueror right on the edge of our range. Iowa right on the edge of our range. Belfast right on the edge of our range. It's a very quiet flank. Jeff in the Brandenburg. You're just going to have to watch yourself, because at the moment the destroyer leading you has unfortunately turned away, so you might find yourself, if you keep pushing up, you might find yourself being caught out by the destroyer. If you have 200k Elite XP on a Tier 7, that means your Tier 8 will automatically unlock when it arrives. Oh, okay, so I guess I will unlock the Rune, the Buffalo, and the Z46 or something like that. So that's not too bad. Maybe we might do a quick double check. Oh, the Conqueror's fired on us, but we are trying to turn. We're really hoping for a dodge here, because this is just going to hurt if it hits. There we go, most of it landing short. Conqueror's fired again. I'm hoping I can get my rudder right round. Come on, come on, come on. Nice. Yeah, playing against Legendary Tier is always the most fun you can have. I should caveat that extremely with the caveat being if you're a masochist. Vows, I'm in a match with 15 cruisers as the only BB. Ugh. Where's those games? Give me more of those. Is it 300 XP? I think Chris got on to very nice. Okay, right. Well, yeah, I've got a fire on the Iowa, which is quite nice. But yeah, we're really having to play, keeping these enemy ships at touching distance. Oh, there is the base. Come on.
All stations, defend the base.
The Iowa's turn. Oh, the Iowa really is slowing down. Let's try that. Not quite. Let's push across the Super now. Hello, pilot guy. Hello. And Sax. Good to see you. Hope you're well, Sax. Belfast. Conqueror's just fired, so I think I can be a little bit cheeky. Get that body away. And, I think we'll be able to get one volley away on the Conqueror. And then we'll have to do a bit of a hard road turn. It looks like she's not paying attention. I'm a Crevasse fans. How many Azuman Siegfriegs are in the enemy team? It might be 0. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Siegfried. Let's get 2 torpedoes away. Yeah, just the 2 torpedoes. Thankfully, the Conqueror's looking the wrong way. I always do like a blessing in disguise. Nice. Ah, now she's looking at me. Ooh, but there she goes. Very nice. Taking a bit of a risk with the Belfast there, but we should be all right there. It would be nice to clear this left flank before we end up having to fold over to the other flank. Oh, I thought I meant to switch to HE. Yeah, she's firing at me. Nice. Time to turn the ship around. Although part of me is very tempted to go for the base. I think it might be worthwhile that I actually do make a dash for the base. Might just buy us some time or a bit of wiggle room. I'm doubtful the enemy DDs over there. I suspect those are the Belfast torpedoes. I don't know what's the right call now. I think we're going to have to go in. I think we've got a Roma and a Yamato? No, another Iowa. We have a minnow. I might try and get into radar with the minnow. Because I suspect the minnow's going to try and hide in smoke. I'm just going to have to use... I'm only 13, unfortunately. Only 12.5 for the minnow. I get angled. Hope for the best. Kind of need that to fire. I can dodge that. Let's get a heal off. Oh no, there's an Iowa. Too late, chaps. I'm hoping I can get right in against this island. Just buy myself a little bit of breathing space. Come on, I need that hit. Need that heal. Let's put the sonar on, because you just never know.
Torpedoes dead ahead.
Good luck, chaps. Right.
Torpedoes to port.
I think I'm dead. I expected him to dart forward. He's such a slippery customer. However, that was just enough radar to reset him. Ah, Neptune's beard. Oh, Neptune's beard. I may have. I think we're behind on points anyway. Oh. Matchmaking usually counts cruisers, designated heavy ships as BBs as well. It happens with me many times as usual. One team not having any BBs and the other side has 3. Ugh. None actually. Zulu times 2, Amalfi times 2, Hippo times 2, Baltimore times 3, Targo, Belfast 43, Albemarle, Fiji, Mayuku, York. Good choices, though. By the way, what tier 8 ships are you looking forward to the most to get? Jutland, Drake, and Neptune. And whatever the tier 8 British battleship would be. 3 times Baltimore can be a 1 BB together, but they have the armour. That's my Snob still sit a battle tank in Baltimore, exactly with 16-inch guns. I believe it was through the deck somewhat. No, I think Baltimore can overmatch the nose. I'll take 3rd. Do we do one more game? Let's do one more game. Let's keep the tier 7 vibe going, and let's give a lightning game, because that could be quick or short. Doesn't matter, but we need many of them, so matchmaking could go back to normal. Soviets for me, as always. Also Royal Navy and Pan-European. I think I was saying to my moderators, it's amusing that it's taken us over 2 years to get 12 legendary tier ships. It's taken us 1 patch to get 12 tier 8 ships. Makes you wonder about how much they really wanted to actually do legendary tier, because it just seems like it's been heavily legendary tier has just been an absolute car crash, I guess you could say. Chris says the ships are glitched in their armor scheme, can be citadeled from awkward angles. Roman Cannon has an armor gap as well, which is drawing error, can be deleted from an exact 45-degree angle. I think 13 legendary tier ships, we get... Well, Colbert's not out yet, so I don't count the Colbert. But yeah, very true. I guess I better take the right flank, because we've got the carrier on the left. Akatsuki, Black, obviously radar there. Fletcher, York, Baltimore, another radar ship. Nagato, Bismarck with sonar. Richelieu, Saipan. Right, Lightning actually does have quite reasonable anti-aircraft capabilities, so we're going to turn the AA off.
Good luck, everyone.
I'm trying 12 new ships at once could be a balancing nightmare. Yeah, that's true, that's true. Understandable, Major. Now, I am also disappointed that there's no Royal Navy ships on the initial Tier 8 batch. I'm disappointed, but honestly, I'm not surprised. Wargaming has a constant history of always pushing German, American, Japanese, and Russian nations when it comes to ships and things like that. So, being that they're the first nations that are getting Tier 8 ships, I'm not too surprised. Okay, enemy DD located in Alpha. Well, you're Gneisenau. I'm going to go around the back of the Gneisenau. There we go. Going in with a low yang. Who's the Saipan going after? Not quite sure. Mike does have a decent AA capability. Smoke screen. Large smoke screen. Could be a Fletcher with a Baltimore in it. That'll be my bet. That's quite common to see sometimes. Contested. It could be USS Black. What we got? We have a Bismarck, which is a little surprising. It's a bit of an odd one, but I'm going to use my RDF and just put that out. There's an Akatsuki. So, was that the Akatsuki's smoke screen? Oh, nice! She's getting mulched up. Very nice. She's gone. Time to smoke up because we don't want to get tickled by a Bismarck. This is where I need the crew. I need the signals department to flash at the Bismarck. I am the pole. We'll put the sonar on just in case, because it was an Akatsuki. And we're just going to keep firing our guns until we've got about 3 seconds left in our smoke screen. Last volley. There we go. What do we have? We have the Richelieu also closing in. Good Nice now is going hell for leather. What the hell's going down the middle? We have a Fletcher and a Black in the middle. Engaging a Massachusetts and a Good Nice now. Oh, good luck to them, I guess you could say. I think we can afford to do one more smoke screen.
Smoke generator activated.
So the Richelieu did get hit by torps, so what we're hoping for is that he got flooded. He's used his damage core and we can get a fire on there. There we go, there's a fire. I want about 2 fires at least. We don't want to push it to 3 fires in case he has got fight fire with fire, which will put the fires out. And if we have, we'll just give them 1 torpedo each. There we go. 2. Is that 2 fires in the Richelieu? And we got the cap. Okay, so we traded 1 battleship for 1 destroyer in the centre. Let's actually put some speed on. It's rather embarrassing to be slowly crawling around at quarter speed. We might just turn our AA on, just to try and help with taking some of these aircraft out. And the options appeared. Oh, Bismarck's going to oblige us by firing his guns. Ah, there we go, nice, that's what we want. I do love it when people do try to blind fire smoke. Obviously, there's only one way to learn, is to practice, but as a battleship, sometimes if you go undetected, it might be worth not firing your guns, because you might just end up giving away your position and giving the destroyer something to shoot at. Like in this case, where the Richelieu's decided, oh, he's going to dabble up. There you go, got a fire on him. Just got to have to watch ourselves now with the Bolty. However, we'll put some torps out for the Bismarck. doesn't matter about the steering being knocked out for a little bit, we can kind of get away with that. Because I've got Tier Wit on there. No, not Tier Wit, who is it? Fine. That marvellous chap.
Main turret critically damaged. Torpedo tubes destroyed.
Okay, they're just trying to evacuate the middle. Only the one launcher now. Turn the AA off just because we don't want to attract the attention. Right, let's smoke up and try our best. Oh. Outside of radar range of the Baltimore, which is good. Gonna find the Bismarck until we get at least one fire, and then we'll switch to the Richelieu. There we go. Right, oh, there is no Richelieu in range. Okay. Please die.
Alle Stationen, melde Position eines strategischen Ziels.
Victory is in sight.
Still 2 smoke screens left, okay.
Smoke generator activated.
There's a fire. Still got room to manoeuvre, that's good.
Victory is in sight.
Rowing speed! Yes! Gotta love a good old ram. Oh, hello, nice Tokaliki. Hello, hello, hello. Go in the middle. Ooh. Only for the brave. Alright, sir, can we jump on board with... I'm going to say that's all, chaps. Not too bad. Well, this game won't have too long left. So what we do, we'll have a quick look at what we managed to do today. Then hopefully the stats from that game will load in, and then we can do the goodbyes and everything. But as always, I'd say thank you to everyone who has come along to tonight's live stream, and obviously thank you for shouting out in the chat if you have. Obviously we've had our trials and tribulations tonight. Icarus, we did see the Cheshire game, did see the Pensacola game through to the end. Furutaka game we did look back at. Bellerophon game was a victory, but yeah, not the greatest performance because I went hell for leather for the middle. Acasta game also was a victory. Not surprising, thankfully. Warspite game we saw through to the end. Nelson game we were through to the end as well, didn't we? And the Albemarle game I think we also saw all the way through to the end. So yeah, just got to wait on that Lightning game. But also thank you to Jeff Dave for joining with the science support community division. It's always much appreciated. It's nice to have a little bit of interaction, a bit more interaction. Obviously I interact a lot with the chat as much as I can, but obviously if you're booting up, you can always play alongside, and that's perfectly fine by me. But yeah, thank you Jeff Dave. So I'd like to go through the chat and say thank you to everyone who has commented, and before you all run away, if you can give it a thumbs up, obviously helps in promoting the channel, promoting the live stream, and all that lovely jubbly YouTube stuff, I guess you could say. So thank you to, we've already said Jeff Dave, but I'd also like to say thank you to Red Wilson, to Stuart Weir, to Action Pumper, to Zulk and Lou Adventures, to Sir Charles Madden, good to see you, sir. Also like to say thank you to Sniper Patch and Pixel Mug, good to see you. Also, I'd like to say thank you to Kim Mikex Gaming and Admiral Criv and Vaz Vegas. Fingers crossed for tomorrow. I hope I don't fall ill. Also, good to see you, IJN Azuma. Especially considering how early it is in the morning for you, it's always good to see you, because I know it is. You do have to put a bit of an extra effort in for that one. Also, I'd like to say thank you to Randy Chang and also Salty Sax. Good to see you as well. And also thank you to Pilot Guy for coming along. And I think also Ernest Tokaliki joining us just towards the end there. But yeah, thank you for everyone for popping by. It's always good to see you. And it probably gives me a reason to play the game. At times, sometimes my motivation can be a little on the low side. Anyway, let's take a quick look at the end screen for that for the Lightning game. So 82,000 damage, coming in third on the team. Jeff there coming in second. Nice. It's always good to have a competent player to play alongside, because it means it can make up for my mistakes. I'm going to be honest there. I don't consider myself to be the best player, and obviously this live stream has hopefully showcase that. But yeah, I'd say I'm maybe average, maybe slightly better than average, I guess you could say. But I'm not super competitive, I guess you can say. I play for fun, and I hope you join me for fun as well. And yeah, we'll put that on. Now, it's become a little bit of a tradition, thanks to Stumpy, one of the moderators, that we do play God Save the Queen at the end of the live stream. So we'll see if we can sort that out. He's not here today, but I'm sure he'll appreciate the thought. There we go. But yeah, thank you. Stay safe, stay well. Have a good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and a good night wherever you are in the world. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and if it is your Friday, enjoy the rest of your Friday. I guess I should say until next time, I'm the Gareth Major, and back to the port. Pip Pippin, cheerio. There we go, that's all. Good night, ladies and gents.